Alright everybody, we are now in segment number 9 of Eugene's birthday special. And it's time to play Jeopardy Platinum Edition for the Game Boy. See how it is. Take it on the road this game. And these are the categories. We have holidays, bestsellers, 20th century America, the 1940s, anatomy, and presidential relatives. It's the most common eye color. I have it between two of them, but I will say what is brown. And I picked the right one. Anatomy 200. The pulse point highest on your body is located here. Whammy Incorporated. It's the temple, located at the temple. Anatomy 3. It's the right pipe for food to go down. What is the esophagus? There we go. Anatomy 400. These blood cells number fewer than the red cells, but more than the white cells. I'd say corpuscles, but I'm not sure. Is it the corpuscles? Platelets. No, I would have been wrong. Good deal. Latin for little grape. It opens up when you say ah. What is the glottis? Oh, that was wrong. We're going to add another 500 to Whammy Inc's bank. Now we're going to help the hole. Oh boy. I think it's the uvula now. And I would have been right. Second guess would have been right. Oh well. Let's take a look at the categories one more time. Bestsellers for 100. In 1978, this sequel to The Winds of War was a #1 bestseller. War and Remembrance. A 1986 bestseller, the class was inspired by this love story author's own class reunion. Love story. I'm trying to remember who wrote Love Story. I think it's Eric Siegel. I'm just gonna put the last name. There we go. Out of the hole and we have some cash again. Tom Clancy's recurring hero Jack Ryan was introduced in this 1984 bestseller. What is The Hunt for Red October? Bestsellers 400. Number 1 thrillers by this author include The Firm, The Pelican Brief, and The Client. Who's John Grisham? Now we're starting to get somewhere. David Owl. I'll just do 500. There's a clue in bestsellers. An heiress to a pharmaceutical company is stalked by a killer in this author's 1978 bloodline. Don't know. It is Sidney Sheldon. Alright. Well, still in the lead. I still have some money, so let's look at the categories one more time. The Thursday before Easter is known as Holy Thursday or this. Maundy Thursday. Alright. It's the most famous holiday that we know that was named for a prison. What is Bastille Day? Holidays for 300. Between 1644 and 1660, this May Day object was banned in Britain. What is the maypole? Hold that for 400, please. According to tradition, these fly in Germany on Walpurgis Night, April 30th. Walpurgis Night, whatever it's called. Witches. Oh, okay. Earth Day falls in this. Also National Cable Month. What is April? Yep. 1,300 now. Get that money. In 1949, this nation claimed it had actually invented the submarine and the icebreaker. What is the United States? The 1940s for 200. Rationing of these began in February 1943, limiting Americans to 3 pairs a year. What are shoes? $1943. In August 1949, Omar Bradley became the first permanent chairman of this military advisory group. The Joint Chiefs of Staff. Alright. 1936, he was executed for the kidnapping and murder of the Lindbergh baby. Bruno Richard Hopman. Alright. On July 7th, 1958, President Eisenhower signed a bill making it the 49th state. What is Alaska? '20th Century Record for 300. When first in the comics in 1930, her last name was Boopadoop. Now it's Bumstead. Who is Blondie? '20th Century Record for 400. In 1942, Grand Coulee Dam began generating power on this river. What's the Columbia River? In 1968, Terence Cook succeeded this late cardinal as Archbishop of New York. Joseph Spellman, yep. This dam in Washington State began operating in 1941. 2 years ahead of schedule. What is the Grand Coulee Dam? '1945. The 200-inch Hale telescope on this California mountain was dedicated June 3rd, 1948. What is Mount Palomar? Got it. We're at $3,300, and we have one category left for the Jeopardy round. His son, John Adams II, was the only president's son married in the White House. I'll say who was, John Quincy Adams. $200. Judge Monroe's son-in-law George Hay had prosecuted this former vice president for treason. Aaron Burr. Alright, 300. This little southern girl sold lemonade to reporters during her father's 1976 campaign. Who is Carter? Amy Carter. $400. This president's grandfather, Honey Fitz, was the mayor of Boston. Who is J.F. Kennedy? John F. Kennedy. Now, last clip. This murder mystery author's first name is Mary. Margaret is her middle name. Margaret Truman. Oh, okay. Alright. So Rose was up to 1800, I have 4100, and Rose goes first in Double Jeopardy. Here we go. Let's begin now. Theater 200. Hamlet describes this country as a prison. Something is rotten in it, too. What is Denmark? Theater 400. John Dryden wrote a 1677 play, All for Love, and this kind of verse, also favored by Shakespeare. What is blank verse? And we're getting a telephone call here. Seeing the fact as I do not know who that is, I am not answering. I'm going to say what is blank verse. Here 6. Perhaps in response to the gloom of World War II, he wrote the light comedy Blithe Spirit in 6 days. Who's an old coward? Theater for 800. Daily double. I feel good about this one, so we're gonna go for 2 daily double. There's a clue in theater. Murder in the Cathedral premiered in this city where the play is set. What is Murder in the Cathedral premiered in this city where the play is set? I have it between 2 of them. I'm just gonna say what is London. Oh no! It's Canterbury, England. So Whammy Incorporated gets another 5,300. Well, I lost all my money, but you know what? I'll get it back. Here we go. This great Russian acting teacher played Satan in Gorky's 1902 play The Lower Depths. Wow, I thought for sure I had it. It was Canterbury, England, but we'll get it back, I'm sure. Konstantin Stanislavski. Alright, let's see the other 5 categories. We have travel and tourism, hodgepodge, television, insects, and colors. In Great Britain, it's a retailer of fruits and vegetables. It's a greengrocer. Alright. I had no clue. We'll see if we can get the money back, though. I'm sure we can. In this island group, you can tour the Tortoise Hatchery at the Charles Darwin Biological Station. What are the Galapagos Islands? it for 200. Originally called the Grand Cour, it's Paris's most celebrated thoroughfare. What is the Champs-Élysées? Or is it the Arc de Triomphe? I'll say Arc de Triomphe. Wait. No, I can't think of it. I'm not doing too well now. I gotta get that money back. We're down to just $200. What Whammy Incorporated is gonna make a huge profit. I always get this clue wrong. It is the Champs-Élysées. Should have gone with that. Oh well. Daily double. I'll have to do 1,000. I have to. An annex of Italy's Basilica of San Francisco contains the tomb of this divine poet. Who's Dante Alighieri? Traveling towards the parade. The Mozart team is one side of this Austrian city's famous music festival. What is Salzburg? Hey, Tiger. Okay. I can hear you. The Advent Summer Festival offers plays and concerts at the Herodes Atticus Theater on this hill. What is the Acropolis? This is the clue I always don't want to buzz in on just because I think I'm wrong. But I'm not wrong here. I'm up to $3,000. Color's 400. From the Latin word for shade, this brown color can be burnt to make it darker. What is sienna? Dang it. Another $400 going to Whammy Incorporated. Now they're getting $7,100. Pika-roopa! Umber. Oh, alright. The real first name of this MASH head nurse was Margaret, who was Hot Lips Houlihan. Television 400. Nurse Daniel shot Dr. Peter White on this series set in a Boston hospital. What is St. Elsewhere? Television for 600. She played widowed nurse Julia Baker on Julia, who is Diane Carroll. Trying to pile up the cash. I'll probably get all of it back, plus a little more. Television for 8. Known as Mr. Warmth, this comedian played Daddy Dearest to Richard Lewis, who is, Don Rickles. Who's Don Rickles? And Television for 1,000. This comedy that debuted in 1965 was set in Stalag 13, a POW camp. What's Hogan's Heroes? There we go. We're up to 5,600, so we got all the money we lost on the Daily Double back, plus a little more. It's a synonym for the yolk of an egg. What is yellow? Color's 800. In France, beige is beige and mauve is mauve, but this color is green. I don't know. Gray. Alright. Got it. Sage, palmetto, and mermaid are 3 shades of this. Not 100% sure. Pika-rupa! There we go. Rounds down to 1,400. Not 100% sure, so I'm not buzzing in. Oh boy. There's shades of green. Alright. Hodgepodge 200. The 12 Days of Christmas mentions 2 of these birds in a pear tree and a partridge in a pear tree. What are turtle doves? Hodgepodge 400. The famous lost chalice used by Jesus at the Last Supper. The famous lost chalice. The Holy Grail. Oh, okay. This film inspired a doll called Undersea Party Ariel. What is The Little Mermaid? Hodgepodge 800, please. If you speak little French, you know it's a small cup of coffee or the cup itself. What is a demi-tasse? Well, hush push for 1,000. His band, the Royal Canadians, was said to play the sweetest music this side of heaven. I don't know. Guy Lombardo. Alright. That just leaves the insects category. The ball-faced type of this stinging insect builds oval paper nests. What is a bee? A bee? Ah, that's the other one. Pika-rupa! It's the, or is it a hornet? I think it's either a wasp or a hornet. I'm thinking now it's a hornet. Yeah, hornet. Oh well, alright. Keep going. It's the larva of a beetle, or a synonym for chow. What is grub? $600. Worth $8,000. At this point, it's still a lot game. This wingless insect that preys on cats and dogs is a carrier of bubonic plague. What's a flea? There we go. 800. The candidate is the longhorned type of this leaping insect. I'm just gonna say what's a grasshopper. And now the last clue. Glowworms are the larvae of, or wingless females of this soft-bodied beetle. Don't know. And it is the firefly. Alright. Final Jeopardy. Take a look at the category. Transportation. I'm gonna go to 600 only. Last name of the motorcar maker and motorcar dealer who merged in Manchester, England in 19... What's this? What are Rolls Royce? Rolls and Royce. Will they take my answer? I'm pretty sure they will. Rolls and Royce. I didn't put the N, but will they take it? Yes! So Eugene wins $10,000 this game, and I'll see you all for the next segment after this. The Whammy Inc. Profit $8,300.